Okay, so you guys seem to have been enjoying the tactics videos I've been doing recently, so I've only gone and done another one. Today I've tried to recreate Antonio Conte's system, and what I'm doing is the 5-3-2 or the 3-5-2, which is the system he mainly used at Inter, and he's used quite a bit at Tottenham. So it's not the 3-4-3 that he used a lot at Chelsea and has used a bit at Tottenham. Anyway, with all that said, let's go and look at the tactic. Now here you can see the tactic. It's in, well, the shape of the 5-3-2 or the 3-5-2. I'm just going to call it the 5-3-2 for this video, but either works. Now, going through the player roles in this system, this is probably the least amount of custom instructions I've had in one of these systems. Now, for keeper, it's just a default sweeper, keeper, defend. That is my go-to in all these systems. Then for the 3 centre-backs, it's 2 centre-backs just on defend and 1 ball-playing centre-back in the centre. And obviously this ball-playing centre-back, I'd like it to normally be Christian Romero. Although he doesn't have the best of distribution, I think he's the best at it out of the centre-backs we have here. Then the other 2 just centre-back on defend, your bog standard centre-back. Now the wing-backs, this is one of the only custom instructions. I think the only custom instruction I have on. The wing-backs have stay wider on because I want the wing-backs as far out here as they can be. Obviously, any system with these wing backs and 3 at the back, the wing backs have so much like of a license to roam. They're pretty much just attackers. Obviously, if you're a bad team and you're not keeping much of the ball, they'll spend quite a lot of time here. But in most games you play, your wing backs are going to be up here. And just to demonstrate that, here's a pass map from our last game. And if I was to get the 2 wing backs, you see how they are as far forward as our 2 strikers. So yeah, these 2 are like realistically just 2 more attackers with how the system works. Now these players, what you really want to value is work rate, stamina and pace. Less so pace, more so just stamina and work rate. But obviously if they've got like 11 pace, it's a bit ropes. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this, but as always I disabled the first transfer window and I've played half a season and I'm using Tottenham, which is fairly obvious. Now the midfield 3, it's a box-to-box midfielder. Obviously someone who's just going to get up and down the pitch, be involved in the defence and the attack. A deep-lying playmaker on defence, which is pretty much just like having a DM sit here. And then a centre mid on attack. And this centre mid on attack will get so many chances. The amount of times either Kane or Højbjerg will chip a ball over the top, and whoever's playing here, normally Harry Winks, will go through, have a one-on-one and miss it. It's quite frustrating, but I'm sure if you got a better finisher in here, because Harry Winks, what is he, 10 finishing, yeah. And then the front 2, an advanced forward, just someone always running off the last man, trying to get put in behind, and a deep lying forward, who it's pretty much just drops in here, and you end up with like this. Because a lot of the time, what you'll find is like the deep lying forward would drop in like here, and the like centre mid on attack will go past him and be like next to Son. Yeah, the deep lying forward facilitates the others so much when he's like dropping into this space. The amount of times he'll play in like one of the wing backs, Son or like Winks, it happens a lot. Okay. Now for the in possession, attacking width, we play a bit narrower. Is what I do with a lot of my systems where the wing backs are involved a lot. It's the team's a bit narrower, but they have their own instruction to be wider. So when play is narrow and the teams, like the defending team, is made to come in, they can come on the outside and have a lot of freedom. Pass into space, again we just knock it in front of the fullbacks or over the top 2 Son, which is why we have that on. Obviously looking for the overlaps, then playing it out of defence. Passing directness a bit shorter, we're fine just playing it about for a bit. Tempo standard. Obviously with the pass into space I can't have it like on low, but I don't really want it on higher because I'm not looking to turn over the ball every 3 seconds, so it's a nice mix. Everything else is actually default. Now in transition, no counter press, but we do have a counter on when we win the ball back. For distribution, quickly into the centre backs. And now for out of possession, higher lines, prevent short distribution and get stuck in. We don't trigger the press that much more often, but obviously I have the prevent short distribution on because if we can get them not to go short and they're going long. We have quite a tall team, and I feel fairly confident winning those headers. Hey there, this percentage of people who watch the videos aren't subscribed. So if you enjoy the videos, make sure to subscribe so you know when they come out. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. Now, for where we are in the league, we are second in the league, only a point off Man City, only lost one game to Arsenal. We have drawn quite a lot of games, one of those being to Liverpool, one of those being to Man United, but the rest are fairly bad teams because West Ham aren't very good in FM, very good in real life though. And then the wins, well, we beat everyone else. If we get the schedule here and I filter it to just Premier League games, because I've been rotating in other competitions, and here's all the results. As you can see, our only loss came quite early in the year. Okay, I'm now going to go play our next game, which is against Hull, just to show off how the tactic actually works in the match engine. Okay, so I've got to the next match, which is a cut game against Hull. So it won't be the hardest test for the team, but hopefully it'll show you a lot of attacking plays and how the system works, so you get an idea for how an attack looks in the system. With all that said, let's continue through. Okay, now out wide here, Ben Davies putting the ball in. Oh, Emerson knocks it down to Winks, and I think that's a penalty. Oh, I think it's VAR in the FA Cup. Yeah, if the stadium has VAR. And obviously we have VAR. Okay, Harry Kane to put us one up. Let's go. Played into Kane, into Winks, Sutton. And actually, if you see here, that's Winks, that's Kane, so that's what I was talking about earlier. I'll let the rest of this highlight play out. Oh, but Emerson now, wide right here. He's going to pass it into Kane. He crosses it into Son. Oh, and just off the lightweight. Oh, but he parries it out. Back to Højbjerg, Lo Celso, out to Ben Davies. Now is he going to put a cross in? Yes. Oh my god, how has he not scored? And that's the end of the highlight. What the feck was that? Oh, we've won back the ball here. Højbjerg into Winks. Plays Kane through, and Kane bags again. I mean, it's sloppy in possession from Hull here. And it's just, we break fairly quickly. What, 3 or 4 passes up until the goal. Okay, team talk. You've done brilliantly. Wow, they love that. Romero into Lo Celso. Into Son, you know, knocking it about. Now, oh, is that going to find the wing back? Yes. Emerson Royale now, if you can put a... Oh. Okay, that's not the ball I really wanted it in. But if Emerson had put a better cross in there, that's a very good chance for us. Oh, another Spurs corner. Put this one into the near post. Rodon. Is it Rodon? I nearly said Rondon as he headed it in, and that's not his name. So is it Joe Rodon? I've not really heard it said. And I think that might be all she wrote. Oh, 93rd minute. Let's see if this leads to anything. I haven't done my subs because I just couldn't be bothered. Also, no one's like really tired. Oh, and now it's over. Is that like before an FM where you used to just get an end of game highlight? Does that still happen if you play unextended? But anyway, that's all for this video. Obviously, the download for the tactics down below. I've been Magna FM, and goodbye.